Hi there, Goldie your cardigan with Cooking with Goldie, and what we're going to make now is the Crustless Quiche, which we're going to do in the Bon Cook Texas muffin tray. And these are great because you can cook them ahead, and what I do is once they totally cool, I put them in the refrigerator for when I'm going to use them the next day if we're doing a brunch or something like that. And all I have to do is take them out and heat them up in the microwave for about 30 seconds and serve it with some fruit and some either the popovers or croissants and a little fruit, and you're all set. Of course you want the mimosas too, but this is really easy to do, and you can use any of the fillings that you want to in it, but I'm going to go all out here. The Texas muffin tray has 9 wells in it, so I'm going to use 9 eggs today for this, so that every well is covered. And I am using organic eggs because, boy, it makes a difference in your flavor of your quiche. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to put just a couple tablespoons of cold water here with it, just because, like I was telling you before, when you add a tiny bit of water with it, it makes the yolk and the whites blend together beautifully. You get them nice and smooth. And then I'm going to pop them in the oven, and you'll get to see the finished product later. Because you got to see these just will pop right out of those muffin wells. Okay, got that done. And I'm going to put in some half and half here. Get my handy dandy measuring cup here. And I'm going to put in a whole cup of half and half in there. You may have never heard about putting in a quiche a little bit of Best Foods mayonnaise. It's got to be Best Foods or Hellmann's. The store brand ones just are not nearly as good. Totally different flavor, different consistency. And consistency has a lot to do with when you're cooking for how things are going to turn out. Okay, mix that up. I'm going to throw in a little flour here. Just pop that in there. Helps to make it set up better. I got flour in there. Okay. Now I like to put in tons of stuff. I went ahead and sauteed some sweet onion, some green pepper, and some red pepper, because the red pepper makes it look so pretty in there. But I sauteed that in butter. I did that yesterday, so I'd be all set for this shoot. And I'm just going to put that in there. And I had cooked some Jimmy Dean pork sausage. And I crumbled it. Put that in there. And I used the Eco Chop to do some mushrooms. And did a beautiful job on them. Just a beautiful job. In fact, we know it does great with the with croutons to make breadcrumbs, and with the cookies to make crumbs with them, and you know, in making your salsa and all things. But these are canned mushrooms, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work on that. But I thought I'll give it a try, and it just did a beautiful job. It saved me a lot of time. Next, forgot to go ahead and take the lid off of the garlic salt. And I like the only garlic salt I will use is Lowry's. And if you can't find it in the grocery store, you can get it online. But I'm going to put some of the garlic salt in there and some black pepper. Now, if you like herbs, you can, different kinds of herbs. There's all different kinds you can put in there. But I'm going to whisk this up before I do my cheese. See how fast this is going? It is not hard work. Now, we're doing the crustless quiche. But if you're going to do a quiche with a crust in it, you're going to want to half bake your pie shell first. And then put in your egg and cheese mixture. If not, the crust will not get done. And I'm going to give you a little hint here while I'm mixing. Is that when you're doing that bottom crust, anytime you're going to do a one shell pie crust, take heavy duty foil and a bag of beans. It can be navy beans, it can be black beans, any type of beans. And once you've put your pie crust in, take the aluminum foil, the heavy duty foil, and kind of wrap around it in there, and then open up the bag of beans and lay them on it. And cook it with that for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Then take it out of the oven, lift up the foil with the beans in it, and you can reuse the beans later. I do that. I keep it in a separate bag. And then finish baking it, and it will keep the shell at the bottom flat instead of it all bubbling up. Because most people know, even though you poke it with the fork, it wants to bubble up anyway. Anyway, found out that works perfectly. Okay, now that we have everything mixed up good, I'm going to fill these wells. And I use a big soup scooper because I get messy, as you've seen. And I can get back down to the bottom with this soup scooper too to get the good stuff out of here. Because the heavy stuff wants to go to the bottom. I try to do an egg in this per well. And I'm going to tell you these puff up a little bit too. And I am going to have some left over here. So I'm going to come back in and fill a little bit more. They do puff up. They're going to puff up over the edge on this, but normally I'll do 2 separate containers if I have a lot extra left over. But today we're going to do this, and they're going to puff up, and we'll get her done. We're just going to pop this in the oven. And these are going to cook for 20 to 25 minutes at 350. But I'll check it though. I will check it before I pull it out, because we do want these to be done. Okay, get this oven opened and pop them in. We'll see you in a few minutes, because we know you don't want to stand around while we're waiting for these to cook. Goldie Urquhart with Cooking with Goldie, back again, and our quiche is already, a crustless quiche is already baked, and I told you it would puff up, and it did puff up, but then it shrinks back down, and I've got to show you how easy these are to get out of the Texas muffin tray that we use there. Actually, with any of the Bond Cook molds. See, it just comes out beautifully. And I always let these finish totally cooling. And then, I mean, like you could serve these right away if you wanted to, but I let these finish cooling and then I wrap them in plastic wrap, one of my best friends, and then put them in the gallon-size Ziploc bags and put them in the refrigerator. Now, like I said before, I hadn't tried freezing these, but I am going to experiment today and see how they do frozen and then letting them thaw out in the fridge and then heating them. These are in my cookbook. Hope you enjoy. Go to cookingwithgoldie.com, and I'm on Facebook also, Cooking with Goldie. Take care and good eating.